Good day everyone, I am Richelle G, Mamac, and today I'm going to present my Java program for exercise 3. This program demonstrates three basic sorting algorithms. First is the bubble sort, second is the selection sort, and third is the insertion sort. So all of these was implemented by using inheritance in Java. So in this program, I create a class named exercise 3 which serves as the main class and the basis class. So inside of it you can see the int array and a variable size that holds the size of array. In the constructor of exercise 3, the user is asked to enter the size of array and input all the elements. So these values are stored in array. I also included a print array method that displays the current content of the array. So next, I created a subclass named bubble sort, which inherits from exercise 3, and this class has a sort method that arranges the array in ascending order using the bubble sort techniques. So as shown here, in bubble sort, we repeatedly compare each pair of adjacent elements. If the first is greater than the second, we swap them. And this process continues until the entire array is sorted. I also use a Boolean flag swap to stop early if the array becomes sorted before the completing all passes. So the second subclass is selection sort. In this algorithm, we repeatedly find the smallest element from the unsorted part of the array and place it at the beginning. We do this by keeping track of the minimum index and swapping elements we needed. So, as shown here in the code, this method is simple and easy to understand, but it's not the most efficient for large datasets. So the last subclass is insertion sort. So this sorting method works like arranging cards in your hands. You pick one element and insert it into correct position among already sorted elements. So in the code, I use a variable k to temporarily store the current value, and then shift larger elements one position to the right until the correct place for the k is found. So sample we so let's move on to the main class. So I name it exercise. So inside of the main method, I use a while loop to continuously ask the user which sorting algorithms method they want to use. So the user can choose either a bubble sort, a selection sort, or insertion sort. So if based on the user choice, the program creates an object of the corresponding sorting class. So example, if the user chooses option 1, the program creates a bubble sort object. So this object automatically asks to use the enter size and elements because the input part is handled in the exercise 3 constructor. So, may example ta, pag-run sa ngayon na project. So here, enter choice, we have 1. Bubble sort pili on. So, enter size of array, set pila. So, 5. Then, enter the 5 elements. We have 12, 34, siya. Dapat siya 5 elements. Then, the current array is, ato na react, current array is 12, 34, 35, 24, and 23. So, if after bubble sorting, mo-range na siya to ascending to, ay, oh yes, this ascending to descending. So, ascending order. So, 12, 23, 24, pasunod na sila. So, inside of a while loop, it means the program will continue to run until a valid option is chosen. So if the user enters a valid option or choices, the program prints a message asking them to try again. So next is, I also use a switch statement to perform different actions based on their choices. So if the user chose 1, it runs the bubble sort. If they choose 2 naman, it runs the selection sort class. And then if they choose 3, it runs the insertion sort class. So next is, for example, in case 1, the program creates an object to bubble sort class. Since the bubble class inherits for exercise tree, it automatically asks the user to input the array elements. Then, if the program prints the current array, it performs a sorting using the sort method and display the result using arrays.toString. So, this say as the same for process happens in case 2 and 3, but with selection sort and insertion sort classes instead. So to summarize, the main class, which the exercity, it acts the controller of the whole program. It connects the user's choice to the correct sorting algorithm, then handles the user input and display the final output. And these structures makes the program organized and easy to extend if we want to add more sorting methods. So that's all.